welcome back. This is Sierra and Hello Kitty, and today on my channel I'm going to be doing another Storytime in Japan video. So I'm going to play the intro and I'm back with you guys in just a second. Okay, you guys, so in today's video, as I already said, I'm going to tell you guys another one of my awkward in Japan stories, because the longer I live here, the more of them I have. It's like I can't leave the house without having something awkward happen to me. Just sometimes it warrants a video and sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, I'm going to get started with that in just a second, but if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Sierra and I'm an American foreigner living in Japan. I make a video every week about my crazy life in Japan, lush, being vegan, or zero waste. So if any of those things are interesting to you, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Anyways, now that all the official YouTube business is over, let's get into what I actually want to talk about today. So, as I already mentioned, when I leave the house in Japan, something weird always happens to me all the time. I don't know why, it just, weird things happen to me, probably because I'm still understanding and learning about the culture. But anyways, so today's Storytime video takes place near the train station where I live. But before I start with that, to kind of preface this makes more sense if you guys know this about me before. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know that I do live on an American military base, so having that kept in mind, it's going to help this video make a little bit more sense. As I was saying, this video takes place outside of the train station where I live. I was leaving the train station on my way back home to the base because I had been out all day and I had like bags of stuff that I was carrying. Not that that matters to the story, but anyways, as I'm walking from the train station, minding my own business, I get to a crosswalk and I'm standing there. And then about 3 or 4 seconds later, this Japanese guy comes up next to me, stands next to me, and he looks at me and he smiles. So, of course, being American, the first thing that I do is just smile back, and that's usually the end of it. So, of course, not thinking about where I was, that's what I did. So I smiled at him, and then I continued doing whatever it was I was doing on my phone. And then I started walking back towards the base. Now, like, after I'm walking for a couple of minutes, I start to notice that maybe this guy's following me. And because I'm an awkward human, I decided to take out my camera on my phone and put it into selfie mode and, like, pretend I was checking my makeup or something. And it turns out this guy is following me. So I don't really know what to do at this point, and so I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll just kind of like walk like in like zigzags in a couple of streets. Maybe he'll just like get bored, or maybe I'm just being crazy. Nope, he was following me. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys probably already know this, but I've heard that the easiest way to find out if someone is following you is that you try to make 4 right turns or 4 left turns. That way you'll know whether or not that person is following you, because nobody except for you trying to check out if they're following you would actually follow you in a complete circle. But anyways, that's what I did. I actually only had made 3 turns at this point, and I was thinking either he was going towards the base the same direction and wanted to go super out of his way, so he was following me. And so what I did is I kind of, I took out my phone again. I was again pretending to check my phone. I just stopped and thinking that he would go ahead of me and just move on with his life. Nope, that is so not what happened. So I'm sitting there taking out my phone, and he stops next to me because, of course, he was actually following me. He wasn't so subtle. And as I'm picking up my phone, he says to me, "Konnichiwa, genki desu ka? Nihonjin?" And if you don't speak Japanese, what that means, it's like, hey, good afternoon, like, how are you doing? Are you or do you speak Japanese? And I, at this point, am just annoyed that he's been following me. So I turn to him and I just say, like, grab my hair because it's blonde, if you guys are blind, and I say gaijin. And then he just looks at me for a second, and so I don't know what to do because I start to panic, and I'm like, so do you need something? Like, are you okay? Do you need something? And then he has this big cheese smile on his face, which is not something that I usually see from a random Japanese person who just talks to me, which it happens once in a while because when you're a foreigner that happens. And he says, "Your phone number?" And I, at that point, am just like shocked, because I've never ever had a Japanese person do this to me before. I've had a Japanese guy come and talk to me before when I've been walking by myself, but he's never just been like, "Hi, can I have your phone number?" Creep alert, creep alert. Anyway, of course, I panic. I don't really know what to do, and so I'm not wearing it right now because I'm in my house. But what I do then is I just take my hand and I show him my wedding ring and I point to it. And then he goes from having this cheesy cheese smile on his face. He understood that it was my wedding ring. And he goes, "Oh!" And he runs away. And that is something that's never happened to me before. Like, I've had boys reject me before, and I've had guys, like, not want to talk to me, or, like, just, like, pull me off or whatever, but I've never actually had a man run away from me. Not that I'm trying to pick up guys because I'm married, but it was just a really, really strange experience to have. So if you're a foreigner living in Japan, in the comments, go ahead and let me know if something similar has ever happened to you, or maybe this is just a one-off situation. I don't know. But the reason I can only think of it, because I talked to my Japanese friend about this, and she says the only thing that she can think of why he would see my hand and my wedding ring and then just sprint away would be because of how close I was near the base. And so he probably just assumed that he was this really bad, big military guy that would destroy him if he found out about it. Anyways, that is my strange, awkward in Japan story for this video. If you guys have any questions about it, or if you guys have any insight about what you think was actually happening here, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Also, if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button so you get notification every single time I post something new and exciting. Okay, since that's all I have, I will catch you guys next time. Bye!